Okay, well, for more on this story, I've now been joined by Abi Goodman, who is the Executive Program Coordinator, OZ Consulting. Very warm appreciation for joining us on Newsnight Nigeria.
Thank you.
14.3 million drugs abusers in Nigeria. That's a lot.
It's an epidemic. It's even more than, that is what the statistic last year. So it's obviously that something is wrong. Something is wrong with the system, something is wrong with everything at the moment. So it's about time we look at this critically. It's about time we introduce the education all the way from the grassroots, from the primary school to the secondary school, all the way to the community as well. You just mentioned now that 1 in every 4 abusers is a woman. And also, lately, we have seen the increase in kids being born with different developmental problems. So definitely, more women are using drugs, more kids are being born. So we are seeing the increase of fetus drug syndrome, fetus alcohol syndrome, through the children. So, and a lot of advocacy, a lot of charity around the focus on youth. Very little are focusing on the women and the pregnant women. So that's what we need to also look. The issue of women being taking drugs. It's not just the cannabis, tramadol, and all these drugs. A lot of women have been addicted to painkillers, antibiotics during pregnancies as well. So these are the areas that we want to research and come up with different, data, how we can also help these women and reduce the kids that have been born with developmental delay.
Okay, you mentioned cannabis and you are well-traveled and the rest. Why is the Nigerian state not taking advantage of the legalization of cannabis in some Western countries and the Americas? Canada and some states in the United States, are in the forefront of this. And you have massive cannabis farms, in the country. But the NDLEA will still clamp down and burn the farms when it has a lot of, economic value, if not to the people within because of the abuses, but to the people outside. Are we thinking of coming up with a legislation for exports?
Yeah, I'm glad that you asked me that question because in 2018, I was on a trip with His Excellency Akérèdọ́lù in Canada. I live in Canada.
That's the governor of Ondo State. Exactly. Yeah, he has said he wants to
I live in Canada. Yes, I'm not against cannabis being commercialized or legalized in Nigeria, but unfortunately, we're not there yet because we have 10 million people that are abusing cannabis. At the moment, we don't have the system, we don't have the structure to regulate it. Yes, I'm for we need to get with the rest of the world. So we need to fasten, the system, how we can control these people. The 10 million people that are abusing cannabis at the moment, there was a statistic that came out last week that Nigerian are we have the highest people that actually abuse cannabis. So how do we control this? But one thing that I'm for is to do a research on our own cannabis at the moment, because everybody said, oh, our cannabis is too, is too strong. How can we clone it down? There's a lot that needs to be done on this, and I believe NDLEA have done so much on this, but unfortunately, they are on the fund. So, we need to look at different scenarios. They need to bring the professional in that, okay, how do we control the people that are abusing cannabis? How can we grow it?
You definitely will be having the likes of the Nigerian Medical Association to be there, particularly from the psychiatric
we need everybody. We need the pharmacy. We need the social service. We need the psychotherapy. We need the behavior analysis. It's not just the politician alone. We need the group of experts on this.
Okay, very worrisome, trend there on the issue of drug abuse. But let me thank you very warmly, Abi Goodman, the Executive Program Coordinator, OZ Consulting, for joining us on the issue of drug abuse in Nigeria.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll continue with the rest of the bulletin now. And the Joint Tax Board and Federal Inland Revenue Service will launch a new tax identification number registration system tomorrow. FIRS Chairman, Mr. Babatunde Fowler, says the new system will bring convenience to the taxpayer, boost tax compliance and revenue collection. The TIN registration process will be launched by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. The system takes information already in the FIRS and JTB system and also in the National Tax Database. This will enable tax authorities efficiently manage their taxpayer base while enabling taxpayers to view, retrieve, and update their tax profiles at the comfort of their homes or offices. The new JTB TIN will be universal throughout the country and can be used by taxpayers to pay for any tax type.